Alrighty, yo, what is going on everybody? It's your boy Mr. DDG94 back with another reaction video. And today we finna react to 5 movies you love as a kid and hate as an adult. I got plenty of them, but anyways though, without further ado, let's get right into this. It's by the homie DD Conway. Let's get it.
What's up, y'all? It's DD Conway, and I want to say Happy New Year to everyone watching. I personally want to thank God for letting me make it to another year and seeing such success in 2024. I look forward to seeing what 2025 brings, and I hope y'all were able to enjoy bringing in the new year. In the comments below, tell me your list of movies you liked when you were younger, but don't like now. Let's get it.
Smoking grits and selling chickens, call that painted living.
It's Gucci.
Living's on the chain with the V cuts. Living's on the
Coming in at number 5 is the Fast and Furious franchise.
Better hide your baby or
He did it.
Oh! I'm a savage. Whatever I want, I'm going to get.
It's a franchise that definitely drew me into watching with Too Fast, Too Furious. The design,
Look, the first 3 movies and that's it. You stop right there. If you want to say the 4th movie, that's fine. The movie where they introduced The Rock, that was okay. The 7th one, which was the last one with Paul Walker, they did that. They did justice to that one. That was pretty solid. But realistically, bro, it's the first 3, bro. The first 3 Fast and Furiouses, and then after that, the rest of this series don't exist no more. They did too much. First they killed off old girl, then they brought her back in the next one and she didn't remember who Dom was. It's like, bruh, either they dead or they not. You can't just keep bringing back people from the dead, bruh. Brought back Han from the dead, bruh. How you gonna bring back Han from the dead, bruh? The nigga was dead, man.
Hear me and hear me good, nigga. I'm here to double down. That shit is a 2-pack of ass. The fuck are you talking about? That shit stinks.
Don't go past the 3rd one. If you never watched the Fast and the Furious series, just don't go past the 3rd one. The 3rd one is the one where they was in Tokyo. That's where you stop. Don't go any further than that. Unless you want to go down the rabbit hole of confusion and what the fuck does this franchise turn into?
the cars, just the overall story made me love it and continue to follow it because it was indeed entertaining.
Yo, see them, cat!
It would keep going on, and to me, some were hit or miss. But personally now, I think they should stop making these motherfuckers. Once a movie franchise has been around long enough to take that bitch to space or anywhere near it, it's time to wrap that motherfucker up. Y'all just getting lazy at that point.
We're in outer space!
You're a basic bitch.
Then you can only push Vin Diesel talking slow as hell for so long. A evil biscuit looking at nigga. And adding The Rock was cool, but after a while, they should have stopped with his muscular Great Dane looking ass too.
that bitch up.
Looking at it now is just something that's become very repetitive. Then you pick and choose like Hobbs and Shaw. Not saying that some of these movies aren't necessarily good, but I can't bring myself to just keep watching them. They're not entertaining like that. It's like the Friday the 13th franchise. After a while, you keep kind of draining this bitch into the ground. Coming in at number 4, parody films are some of my favorite genre films. There are so many that I'll eventually do a list on that. But for this list,
All these was trash. All these was trash. Anything after Scary Movie 2, ass. Anything after Scary Movie 2 is ass. Minus a couple of Wayne Bros movies. They did another one called Dead. Nah, Dance Flick wasn't good either. Dance Flick didn't hit for me either because I think the only reason why Dance Flick didn't hit for me is because all this garbage had just come out the woodworks. You had Disaster movie, Meet the Spartans, epic movie, superhero movie, vampire movie. They had too many movies, bruh. By the time the Wayans even came back with a parody movie to make fun of like dancing movies, it wasn't even funny no more because these niggas fucked around and just ruined everything to the point where it's like you couldn't even give it a laugh at the Wayans, bro. That's sad, bro. Like they really, like the niggas that was behind these shits, they really ruined parody movies to the point where the Wayans couldn't even get one off.
Specifically talk about the run of parody films in the late 2000s. Movies like Epic Movie,
No, Captain Jack swallows.
Have you ever been swallowed?
Meet the Spartans,
That is how men of Sparta greet one another. High fives for the women, and open-mouthed tongue kisses for the men.
This nigga gay as hell.
and Disaster Movie.
What? We're just playing with my monkey.
Come on, dog.
Come on now,
At
dog.
one point with parody films.
Come on,
Watching them
man.
back years later is realizing these are, in my opinion, some of the worst parody films ever made. This shit was so lazy. It's like they mass produced a bunch of them. Now, I can say these movies made me appreciate the Wayans brothers even more. There was always structure and a fluid flow to a Wayans parody.
I don't want any cheeseburgers.
Please, man. Hey, yo.
Hey, yo. Hey, yo.
Whose man's is this? Not only
I got these cheeseburgers, man.
Just a bunch of parodies thrown together and no story with it, really. They were asked because they don't make you feel like you watching a movie. And even in the setup or introduction of a joke or character, it felt forced. It made me question, why the fuck am I even watching this bag of ass?
Cut that bitch off!
These folks literally gave us multiple trash movies that weren't good. And I'm sure many of us went to the theaters to watch them, sadly. For this next one, it was purely the kid in me that thought this movie was a good movie. It's Robert Townsend production. And some may remember, some might be too old to remember. But coming in at number 3 is Up, Up, and Away.
But Scott, a superhero is not supposed to lie.
Another motherfucking word, and this shit is over.
As a
No, I ain't
kid, seeing
playing them.
Suits and this nigga George Jefferson kept me interested. It wasn't many of us on TV playing superheroes, let alone being on Disney Channel at that. Because back then Nickelodeon was Nickelodeon, and at one point Disney Channel would have a black person in a lead role every so often. It wasn't going to be too many black people with their own show at one time. I'd just say that you either getting canceled or you getting reduced to a token black person role.
Cancel that bitch. I'll buy it now.
But Up, Up, and Away was a cheesy Disney movie that I love because we got to see people that look like us in a role like that on Disney Channel. Now, I won't say I hated this movie as an adult. It's obviously like doo-doo water. But my biggest problem with this as an adult was watching this back, and these motherfuckers' weakness was aluminum foil.
Why? Whose man's is
Time to
this?
take your super sour dookie sandwich eating ass home somewhere, bro. You black. All the weaknesses you could have came up with, all the weaknesses you could have gave them, you made these folks weakness aluminum foil. The one thing you know niggas gon' use to cover the
Y'all could have just said cotton. If that was the case, y'all could have just said cotton and shit. You probably would have got some flack for it, but shit, anything's better than aluminum foil. Come on now, bro. We known for the aluminum foil. Every black person in their house got aluminum foil right now. Right now, you know you got aluminum foil in your house right now. And you black. You don't even if you don't got people coming over, you just do it just because. Because it's the way how we came up. Aluminum foil is supposed to be used for everything. Every goddamn thing, shouter. So yeah, come on, dog. Aluminum foil could just say cotton, bro. Could just say cotton.
leftovers from whatever cookout they go to, still in multiple plates.
Aluminum foil is the one thing that screws up our molecular structure.
Man, take your freaky fabuloso drinking ass on somewhere.
So basically, y'all microwaves at this point, because the only thing I know aluminum foil destroys is microwaves. So y'all built like a microwave or something. What the fuck?
Doing all that freak ass shit.
Cut that bitch off!
This shit look dumb as hell. Coming in at number 2, it's Love and Basketball. And I'll say at one point of being a kid, this was a decent movie. I was always hooping, so young me felt like this was a good hoop story.
Want to be my girl? What do I have to do?
Do something strange for a little piece of change.
But getting over this, realizing
Better go holler for $1, suck for $1.
Smells like ass.
Sometimes it's not really specifically because of the acting, which they kind of held their own. They did what they were supposed to do to a point. However, as I get older, I realize the story kind of didn't make sense at certain points. For one, Q dog walked Monica's seductive pit bull looking ass, but was mad when the Allstate man was digging in all the holes but his mama.
Sometimes things happen.
And some things should never fucking happen.
Come on, Q, man. Tap dancer, pterodactyl looking ass nigga. You knew your daddy was a hoe. You your daddy's son. Fuck you mad for. Then one of the main things that pissed me off, where the fuck is this nigga mustache at?
What the fuck is your stash at?
That man face was nigga just hell. Free at last faced ass nigga. Y'all was trying to make Buddy look young. And he looked disturbing as hell. Then Monica, I am Weasel looking ass.
I am Weasel.
Let a nigga dog walk her the whole film. After knowing what it's like to work your ass off and get the chance to play in college, ain't no way in hell I would have risked that because somebody was mad. Then the biggest thing that made me mad was just the fact that Monica and Q was two hoopers that couldn't fucking hoop.
I'll play you.
What?
One game, one-on-one.
For what?
Your heart.
Cut that bitch off!
How you want to do that and you trash?
Come on now, dog.
To me, they should have done more.
Come on, man.
Nothing was believable about these folks hooping the whole movie. I'll save everything I have to say about this movie because I'm going to put this on the next unintentionally funny list. For number one, I often ask now, why the fuck does this exist? I'm gonna end at number one, this Soul Plane.
Don't come up here complaining and shit.
Nigga. Who the fuck enjoyed Soul Plane growing up? Even as a kid, I knew this was some bullshit. Even though my cousin was in this movie. My cousin was in this movie. And even I knew this was some bullshit. My cousin was in this movie, dog. Come on, dog. My cousin was in this movie. That's crazy, bro. My cousin was in this movie. I was happy for cuz, but I was like, man, this is some bullshit.
You motherfuckers want to come on here and act a goddamn fool?
When this first dropped, I knew myself and others that had this on bootleg. I went to the barbershop and we used to have a DVD man.
DVDs, CDs. I got
Nigga, the reason you got this on bootleg is because this shit was already in this shit was already in DVD quality form before it even came out of theaters, bro. That's why it didn't do so good at the box office, because the DVD quality version was already in the streets, bro. Everybody in the streets had a DVD quality version. We had this shit 2 weeks before. I think we had this shit like a week or 2 weeks before this movie came out, bro. DVD quality, bro. Yes, DVD quality. Not the camera sitting in. No, this shit was in the streets before it even hit the theaters, bro. That's crazy, bro. Yeah, they was making sure this wasn't gonna pass. They was like, nah, don't even put this one out there. Put this out there in the streets so that the streets deal with that. And niggas had that I remember, nigga, we went to a rent-a-center. Nigga. Went to a rent-a-center, bro, to get me a new bed because I was tall as shit and I was hanging over the bed and I bust my shit one day. And fucked my ankle up really bad. So I had to get a whole new bed and shit. So my mom went to rent-a-center and shit to go get me a goddamn go get not a queen size, but like damn near a queen size. So like, what was it? Full size? Yeah, full size bed. So my mama went and got me a full size bed. My mama went and got me a fucking full size bed, nigga. And I'm sitting up here talking about, nigga, we up in that bitch. We in that bitch for like 40 minutes, bro. 40 minutes. We in that bitch for a whole 40 minutes, bro, because we got to sign the paperwork and all that bullshit.
$40.
We in that bitch for 40 minutes, bro. I was sitting over here. I'm watching fucking Soul Plane. I'm like, this ain't even come out yet. This is like a week. That's like, this supposed to come out in a couple of weeks. What the hell? Ain't this supposed to come out in a couple of days? What the hell going on here? Why how they get this and this ain't even out yet? Nigga got the hookup for real, bruh. Rent-a-Center was literally playing the goddamn Soul Plane. I'm sitting up here like, ain't no fucking way. And they had it on the big ass TV too. You know, them big ass, y'all remember them big ass TVs? You know, the one that Jody Mama had when Melvin brought it in. The one that Jody Mama had. Them big ass TVs, bro. That big, I'm talking big ass TV. Just right there, I'm like, ain't no fucking way.
Greatest hits with Tina on the cover.
The man sold anything really, cologne, personal hygiene products, but DVDs was definitely a go-to. That man had Soul Plane as one of the main movies, and it was one of them times I seen multiple people actually buy from this booster ass nigga.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
I thought Soul Plane was a black masterpiece when I was younger.
Huh?
Couldn't tell me it wasn't one of the funniest movies ever, and I love the
Come
fact
on
it
now,
had such a
dawg.
great black cast.
Come on,
Something I
man.
always look for when I was younger. Getting older is realizing that this movie shouldn't exist at all, bro. I don't care what nobody say. And everyone attached to this deserves a tall, cold glass of doo-doo ice cream. For sure. Y'all can add some little sprinkles at the top if you want.
See why black incompetence
Damn, that bitch fat as a motherfucker.
is our funniest weapon in the war on terror.
I beg your pardon?
Because that's exactly what y'all did, bro. Y'all made one big stereotypical ass film based off a black dude coming into money and buying an airport, doing some of the most stereotypical shit you could possibly do.
They said another gave you
Niggas money!
Cut that bitch off.
Damn sure shouldn't have given y'all money to make this. I know somebody non-black was watching this movie and they just sat back and said like, that's exactly what them niggas would do if they had that type of money. Incompetence is not a hood classic. Fuck that. I personally feel like you eat cock meat sandwiches if you feel like this is a classic.
You boys ready for your cock meat sandwich?
I saw gay, so I said gay. That ain't bullying, that's an astute observation.
Does it have some funny scenes? Yes. But it wasn't worth this being in theaters. Because motherfuckers was definitely not laughing with us, in my opinion. I'm glad it didn't do that great in theaters. But I guess it's cool that it went triple platinum in the hood.
Cut that bitch off.
But anyway, so that's just gonna about do it for this one, man. I will see you all the next one. Yeah, man. Soul Plane. I'm happy that my cousin was in it, but
You's a fucking nut, nigga.
No, nigga. No. No. No!